both aren't sure what to do next. You can tell you're the first one to go in for a hug, and he awkwardly reciprocates before leaving your apartment. Is this where we left off? We left Ione after that, coming down from the high, and is strangely excited about this whole affair. Oh yeah, she was just getting high, wasn't she? Told her not to pry too much. It's wise not to. Sunday comes quicker than you expected. You have your cosplay photo shoot on Saturday, and things have been going pretty alright on social media. You consider a win. You intentionally press on the masculine side today. If that scares Marek, so be it. I like that own sense of, right, I was going to say swagger, but that is really cringe here and that yard. So, just own sense of style. You'd rather not waste anyone's time. You're 15 minutes early, so you sit yourself down in the waiting area. To your surprise, it's not long before the door opens and Marek steps in. You're early. You're early. So are you. It's good to see you again, Marek. Yeah, I've never been over here, though. You have to show me what's good. Will do, excuse me, we could get a table. A server greets the two of you and brings you to a table for two in the back corner of the restaurant. It's a usual quieter than all the other spots, and that's something you immediately appreciate. It's much easier to have conversations this way. So, this place is nice. Yeah, I usually come here to celebrate with my co-workers. I've never been here for brunch. You've wanted to go to, but no, going to brunch alone seems a little sad. You're not strong enough to do things on your own, but you never really had anyone to do things with. You work full time, right? Yep, just got promoted from intern a few months ago. It's been hectic, but I like my job. You do event work, right? Close. I actually do urban planning. I was just at the event for a friend. She's the real event coordinator. I see. That's cool. That's cool. I've been at Bopies for a while now, just waiting for my career to pop off. Your career as a rapper? Yeah, I need someone to give me a chance, but when they do, I know I'll make it big. That's awfully confident of him. You do think his stuff is catchy, but that's not always enough to guarantee success. That's proof. I mean, I've been trying to write some more poems lately, and I've just been publishing them Wattpad, and they haven't been really going anywhere. And this isn't exactly going anywhere at the time being, but it's fun to do for the time being. That's all I'm doing it for. It's just out of fun and to promote games that need that promotion. It's a Kickstarter game, so it needs to be played. See all the perks of it, and it's only a demo, so it's new. I see, I get that. I really like doing cosplay. It's actually a profession of mine. You're still hesitant to bring it up because you know you have overwhelmed people with your interest before. You just think back on the last date you went out with Sai. That was a mess for a wide range of reasons, but you know you can I can never say that word to it, but I've been too much when it came to your interests. So, who do you usually dress up as? I like magical girl, Susie. Oh, so do I. I love card captor Sakura. I think that's how you say it. I'm really bad at pronunciations. I really like, what's that one with the weird white, magical Madoka, I think it's called. Something like that. I really liked that one as well, that one was cool. I like magical girl series a lot, so I do cosplays from those. I'm also getting into mobile games and stuff. Have you ever played them? Not really, but my daughter really likes some of them. I think she plays Cookie Crash or something like that. Just surprised you mentioned her, for you suppose if you end up dating Marek, you have to connect with his kids. You like kids and you like to think you're good with them. I'm not too bad with kids now you mention it. I've got a niece and nephew. I get you my nephew right with best buds. Maybe this wouldn't be so intimidating as you thought it would be. It's not like you're going to be their new mum or something. I've heard of that game. I play more RPG based stuff on gacha games. I definitely play too much during breaks. What do you do when you're not working? I usually just play IG, see if I can get my shit done out there. I check my background too, but what are gacha games? Oh geez, how the hell do you explain this one? They're basically games when you gamble to see if you can get rare draws. Most mobile games these days have that kind of system. You definitely gotten hooked on the wash of getting a stupid way of reading it, and while it hasn't made you broke, it definitely hasn't helped your bank account. Gambling has never really been my thing. I buy a lotto ticket sometimes, but I think I'll work my way to the top. Again, he has that confidence. Yeah, I'm not digging the confidence, dude. It's a little too much. You can appreciate that in a man, but you can also have your doubts. Would it be right to express them during the state though? You could always frame it in a positive way and see if that works. I get that. I guess gambling on gacha is my outlet, so I don't do anything stupid in real life. I mean, you can spend money on the games, but that's another issue altogether. Yeah, I've never really been into gambling. My mum got into it very badly, and it was it really worked our financial habits. Say the least. Should I be worried about you? No, I swear I'm good with money. By the way, I think someone's coming over here. A waiter approaches your table and asks what you'd like to order. Could I get the buttermilk pancakes and iced tea? Oh, iced tea is good. Oh shit, I was gonna get those. You don't know what you don't expect, but you don't. Maybe because you didn't see him as a pancake person. It hits you suddenly that you don't really know that much about marriage, but then again, you suppose that's the point of the first date. Still, you can, you'll just be copying me. You grinning at her at that, you're not sure if he's okay to tease him, but he smiles back at you. Fine, I'll take the bait. Buttermilk pancakes for me too. And I'll take a water. Wait you after, and you turn to face Merrick again. Just a plain old water. Come on, get an iced tea. Or an iced coffee. I really want an iced coffee now. I've got strawberry lemonade on me though. That's good. But anyways, it makes sense you have an account now. Does that have everything on that's from the sentence. Does that have everything on that's on mixtape? Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that makes sense. It has the best of. I like to give incentive for people to take the mixtapes. That makes sense. Is that your only mixtape? No, I've got a few more. This is my best one. You got a cosplay or IG or something? I see, and yeah, I do. I've had it for years. It's not bad if I do say so myself. I wish I could do cosplay professionally. It looks like so much fun, and I wanted to dress as Prace at one point, or knowing Doctor Who when she dresses up as James Bond in that one episode of Against the Master in the latest Doctor Who series with the 13th Doctor, which is, by the way, she is a really good Doctor. I hope she's not even like the news say. I've gotten so swept up in her being the Doctor. She's just so good at it. Jodie Whittaker. I think that's how you say her name. And I was going to cosplay her last year when we had Comic-Con, but it all didn't go as planned because of all this going on. So hopefully we get to go to Comic-Con this year. And I can maybe dress up as her. So I saw someone dressed up as her on the elevator once, and it was so good. And it's just so fun to cosplay, because you can pretend to be whatever character you ever wanted to be. I dressed up as Harley Quinn once, and it wasn't that great, as it was a cosplay I bought online, so you know how bad those are. I hate it when it's like that, when it's just cheap and it just comes apart. I've got to start getting into Dungeons and Dragons so we can make our own sort of characters. Because my friend's really into it, and yeah, I just got to get into it. I see, and yeah, I do. I've had it for you. Oh yeah, I've already read that. Cool. So who you been cosplaying for a while? For how long you been cosplaying? For around 6 years, yeah. I think I'm pretty good. I was okay at sewing when I started, but now I feel like I could teach a class or something. Yeah, sewing is so fun. I had this shirt for work where I had to sew the back up because it was too revealing. So, yeah. It's quite funny because you know how women's shirts are a bit too much, but you can't always get the right. I had to search so many shops just to find a black shirt. I found this black blouse which had a bit which came on down at the back. It sort of showed off my butt, so I had to sew it up. It's quite funny. Not funny when I didn't realise it was showing that, yacht. I can't be showing off my butt when I've got a girlfriend. Yeah. For around 6 years now, yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Yeah, I thought you read that part. You try to get your real life friends to join you in your endeavours, but it's no use. No one was nearly as passionate about it as you were, which is why most of your cosplay friends are online. Damn, you make all that shit yourself? Mostly, yeah, it's fun though. What else do you do besides rapping? I work. It's boring as shit, but it pays the bills. Sometimes I see my kids if I get the time. You should always make time for your kids. That's been your policy ever since your parents stopped being parents. You feel vaguely disgusted that Mike put his kids second in his life, but you decide to keep it diplomatic. It'd be good to make time for them. That bond will always be there for you. You got me there. Guess I have some shit to think about. Gotta admit, you really put me on the spot here. You probably did, but who can blame you? He needs to be responsible for his kids. If he gains anything from this conversation, it should be that. Yeah, you gotta be a good role model for your kids, as at the end of the day, they look up to you. And you're the person that's always gonna be there for them, so why not make it a good role model? I mean, don't be someone who doesn't accept when they come out to you in the right yacht. That really bugs me when parents are like that and they're just so stubborn and they act like kids themselves. As long as you're doing your best, that's what counts, doesn't it? You're right. He doesn't actually say he's doing his best, but you'll take it for now. You really should be more tactful when it comes to these things. That's one thing your supervisors always tell you. You're too pushy sometimes, too desperate for perfection. Maybe getting Merc be imperfect is a good thing, as long as he's decided to improvement. Sorry to bring up all the serious stuff, we're just supposed to have to be fun. Nah, I need to hear it, you're pretty responsible. Well, I kind of had to be. Growing up wasn't easy for me. You can remember all the times you spent trying to figure out how to be an adult. You were key kid though and through it, and that wasn't easy. You're kidding me. How come? I had to take care of my parents more than they took care of me. I know, right? My dad especially was pretty disconnected from us as a family. Real, mine too. Don't know where he is, but he's not my family. That's a pretty powerful statement. It has a sense of finality to it, and you get the feeling that you push too hard. Matt probably won't say anything. You wouldn't blame me either. Unless you weren't feeling particularly UC up to, really want to say much about your family either. I see. I'm sorry about that. It's true. I'm worried. I'm my own man now. I really need my ma. It's kind of cute how he calls it ma. Cute, huh? Oh shit, I totally said that out loud. It's good. I don't mind being cute for you. Should I call you Queen? It's not what I prefer to be called. Kingdom? I don't know. I think it's just gonna be Anarchy for now. You definitely haven't eaten that much, you know, but being referred to as royalty never sat right with you. I get it. Thanks for the effort, though. No problem. You were interrupted by your food coming in. Merrick looks at his pancakes in awe, and you smile. Yes, they're really that good. You watch him start digging, and he half groans as he takes a bite. Good, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, now more pancakes. His mouth is stuffed, and you're glad he thought his conversation. You're eating a relative silence, both too enabled by the food to really pay attention. Marek is kind of a messy eater, but you find that charming. It reminds you of your older sister. Yeah, I'm a bit of a messy eater as well. I get all of them down my shirt usually. It depends on the food all the time. You look so happy when you eat. It's nice. It's good. What else can I say? Thankfully, he says this after he's tried his food. Oh, good. I can't live with someone who talks whilst they're eating. It's just rude. And it's a bit gross when you're trying to pay attention to them and you can't stop seeing the food in their mouth. It reminds me of your sister. She eats just like you. She really enjoys every bite. Despite your sister's bad habits, she taught you to eat in small bites. It makes you slower, but you don't mind. Yeah, that's what I was doing as well. I used to eat so slowly. My family would always beat me in competitions. Matt finishes quickly and he pats his stomach once he's done. Do you have a sister? Yeah, she's 26. Same age as me. What else does she do? She's a grad student about to go to a MA in ethic studies. She still have no idea why she decided to get married while still in school, but her wife is rich enough to pull it off. You just suppose that's the dream, either come financially stable or marry someone stable enough to carry you both. Prefer the former. You like the idea of rising to the top based on your own merits. But you get the system. Also get the system as a giant scam, so you don't put too much stock in and pull yourself by bootstraps for charity. Yeah, I never would have went. I don't think university was for me. I mean, I still want to study some stuff, but I want to do some more stuff in media maybe. So I was really good at media in college. I got distinctions and all that lot. I really liked making stuff. Sounds fancy. Yeah, I've thought about going to grad school, but it's too expensive. I know, right? You're already just getting by as it is. You'd rather think about that down there I live at, if at all. I feel that college was too expensive for me, so I made it on my own way. You notice he says that a lot. You guess he's more of a wise and fine type of guy. I admire that. That's what I'm trying to be. Yeah, I'm just taking it as you go up. Well, at the moment my work's doing furlongh, so I'm making most of my time off by doing more of these videos. Saying that some reminds you of all the reasons you're not sure you should be dating anyone. Sure, that was a good experience, but can you really commit to it? Hey, listen. I'm gonna go back to my place after this, maybe smoke again so we can chill before you have to go home. Sure. You're not sure why he said yes, but once you're alone and you split bill, despite his protests, you get into the car. The ride is mostly silent, but you have a feeling that this may lead to sex. I think my tea has gone cold. Sort of lukewarm. And if it does, you have to be honest. Hey, I have to tell you something. What is it? You want me to drive you home? No, I'm a virgin. Same. And my girlfriend's asexual, so we're good the way we are. I mean, sex makes me feel so awkward when I see it on TV. Whenever I see it, it just makes me feel awkward. It's like, this shouldn't be filmed. Like, they should be having their own moment. I'm not one to intrude. So, yeah, I don't get turned on by it as well. It just feels weird watching it. So whatever happens, just know that, okay? Merry Christmas surprise that. You find this frog though? For sure, I'll keep that in mind. You nod. As the two of you enter his place, you have a feeling you won't have your clothes on for too long. Strangely enough, you don't mind at all. Maybe that says something about you being easy, maybe not. You're just tired of waiting for the right moment. Whatever happens, you'll welcome it with open arms. So, that happened. That did in fact happen. You just lost your virginity to a guy who only just met twice. Is this what FOMO does to you? Does it make you stupid, this reckless? Is that even stupid? Is this even that stupid, or is this the right thing to do? All these thoughts are running through your mind and you can't figure out how to stop them. Yep, I guess I'm not as straight as I thought I was. Maybe that's why he was fine doing sex. Must be a pretty heavy revelation to have, especially when you're in the middle of boning a stranger, or maybe he's just always like this, you generally don't know. Guess not. Hey, listen. You realised around halfway through this wasn't going to work for you. You didn't realise you were the type to have sex without feelings, but you're pretty sure that's what happened here. All you want to go do is go home and figure out what the fuck is going on with you. Mind if I go first? This was nice and all, but I don't know about this whole long-term thing. Oh, okay then. I mean, you're cool and all, but I'm not sure if I can do anything romantic with someone who is, you know, not a woman. Oh, you're so weird you said that. You mean it's still pretty awful to get rejected, but you're not ready for something long-term either. You good there? You were totally zoned out, and you take a breath before looking back at him. In a weird way, you're glad it was him, someone who can't commit no matter how hard he tries to. But you figure that was a little cruel to say he had. Yeah, I'm fine, I'm good. You sure? I'm sure. I don't think I'm cut out for this whole dating thing anyway, so I have too much shit to do. You know this about yourself from the start, but you still went on a date with Merrick. Yeah, well, it's well quiet. Maybe you were hoping something should shift deep inside of you, especially because you just lost your virginity to it, but that doesn't happen at all. In fact, doing this cemented the fact that you're definitely not ready for romance yet. Oh, that's cool. Do you still want to be friends, or maybe with benefits? Oh, I'll have to think about that. Yeah, that friends with benefits is never a good idea. It doesn't sound too bad, but you're not sure if you're ready for that either. That still sounds like more of a commitment that you might be prepared for. You sit cross-legged on his bed, suddenly very aware you're naked in the bed of a man that's probably practically a stranger. You're not exactly in the mood for pure talk, so you get up quickly and pick up your clothes off the floor. You've been already? Yeah, I have work tomorrow. I have a proposal up for review and I want to get over there early. You return the proof, but you also kind of want to be young right now, as you thought you would aren't really one for anything serious, not yet anyways. You keep saying that, but you're not actually sure that when that'll happen. The date you just had was a serious case of FOMO, and you know it. Matt probably sensed it too, which is part of why he didn't want to commit. Can I use the bathroom real quick? You get dressed quickly in the bathroom. You look to the mirror, wondering what exactly you're doing here. Do you want to be friends with Marek? Unexpectedly, your mind answers back with a yes. He's a funny dude, and despite his shitty words earlier, you find yourself wanting to learn more about him. Besides, it's be interesting to get to know someone outside your work or cosplay circles. It might be good for you to expand your world view. So I guess I should be going. Yeah, go ahead. As long as he's not that creep I've met at the park. park once who would not stop trying to hit on me. Like, he was constantly asking for my number, and I had to try and dissuade him and say, dude, I have a girlfriend, stop harassing me. But he wanted to show me he's painting a fence so badly as well. And he kept offering me a beer as well. That was really where I had to pull the line as well. Now go ahead, need a gift back? I can get my shit together real quick.
Anarchy, I'm good. Taking the bus might help. Self-voicing disabled.
I didn't even know that was an option. That's a good thing for people who are blind, I mean. I'm good. Taking the bus might help clear my mind a bit. You want as much time to yourself as possible. You should just use the opportunity to a guy who tries doing sex. You feel like that should mean something in the grand scheme of life. Alright then, don't be a stranger though. He's already gotten back into his boxes when you approach the bathroom. You turn off the tap and you dry your hands off with a paper towel before turning to face him. He extends his hand and you think about how he definitely hasn't washed them. You take his hand and shake it before returning to the sink. You're for sure washing up again. Am I that dirty? He says in a joking tone, so you decide to joke right back. Don't you know? You definitely have goodies. That's the best you can come up with, really. I'm tired, I'll come up with a better joke next time. I'll hold you to that. Good. Mate cracks a smile and you smile back at him. With that you leave his apartment and head back home. You don't expect much after this encounter, but Mark ends up texting you asking if you got home safe. This starts another round of banter, and before you know it, you're seeing each other next Thursday. You mostly chill at his place, and despite its offer of friends and benefits, nothing sexual ever comes up again. Oh, that's good. Just prime doing sex is not a good sign. You don't expect to become much closer to Matt, but that's exactly what ends up happening. You end up spending time with him every week, and it's nice. You never have to come up with stuff put together front for him. You can just be your dumb 22-year-old self, and that's okay with him. One time you're both watching some ridiculous kung fu movie, and he asks if you're good. You really just zoned out at the time, wondering if you should invite him as your platonic date to a co-worker's wedding. You ask him and he says yes. You can't hide your happiness, so when he asks if you're good, you say you are, because it's true. He ends up being your plus one and you both get your two drunk, but you're foolish together. He tries to freestyle for you doing the reception and he fails miserably. He swears he'll do better when he's sober. You wouldn't have it any other way. You good now? Yeah, I thought I was to be the end of the demo. Well, that's it. That was quite a good demo though. Might prefer it as other characters, but so far it's quite good. I need a drink. If you want to practice this game, the link's in the description, so go try it out for yourself. It's just had a Kickstarter, so it was successful in the Kickstarter, so they're making it at the moment. And this is just a demo, so there's more to come when the video game itself actually comes out. I think that's February maybe? Yeah.